Okay, friends, now that you've had a second to review with that video what a proper noun is, let's talk a little bit more about how we can find proper nouns in a sentence. So today we're going to be talking about names for people and animals. And it says some nouns name special people or animals. These are called proper nouns. Names for special people and animals begin with capital letters. So the sentence that they give here in our example box is, the boy plays catch with his dog. Now they have underlined our nouns, the boy and his dog. Now those are common nouns. Those are any boy and any dog. So the thinking question asks, which word names a special person or animal? Well, the boy is a special person and his dog is the special animal. So now we can substitute those words that are underlined with words that are proper nouns or special names of those people, places, or peoples and animals. So now we have the sentence, Mickey plays catch with Fido. So Mickey would be the name of the boy and Fido would be the name of the dog. So what they want us to do in the example or on this worksheet is they want us to rewrite each sentence, and we're going to write the name for each special person or animal correctly. Now, one thing that I want to point out about proper nouns is proper nouns, we're not talking about the word that's at the very beginning of the sentence needing to have a capital letter. That just is going to happen no matter what. These are words that might be in the middle of the sentence, might be at the end of the sentence. We're talking about names of people and animals. So when you're going through your activity after you watch this video, you want to look for names of people and animals. Those are the words that you're looking for. Those are the words that need to have the capital letter, even though they're in the middle or towards the end of sentences. All right, let me get my pen up here so that we can use the pen to write on our paper. Okay. So I need to rewrite the sentence using the name for each person and animal correctly using a capital letter, writing those names. The first sentence says, the Angel Hows have a pretty garden. Well, in that sentence, I see the name Angel House. So this name should not be a lowercase a, it should have a capital letter A. So when I rewrite this sentence, I still want to keep my capital T on the word the, but now Angel House needs to start with a capital A because Angel House is the name of the neighbors that are in that sentence. So I'm writing Angel House with a capital A the best that I can with my finger writing. That's supposed to be a W right there, but you get the idea. The Angel House have a pretty garden. And I'm almost done. A pretty garden. Now, oops, notice that my words are not sticking to the line very well, but that's okay. It's because I'm finger writing, R-D-E-N, and I'm going to put a period right there. Now I want to show you, let me change my pen color here. I put a capital A on the name Angel How because that is the name of the special people in that sentence. So it has to start with a capital A even though it's in the middle of the sentence. Okay. The next sentence says, we found Rocky sleeping in the garden. Well, let's see if we can find a name of a special person or animal in this sentence. Well, I think the word Rocky would be the name of the special person or animal in this sentence because it says we found Rocky sleeping in the garden. So who did we find in the garden sleeping? Rocky was the person or the animal. I'm thinking Rocky might be the name of a dog. So even though my sentence starts with a capital W, we're going to keep that. Now, when I rewrite the sentence, I want to make sure that I put a capital R for Rocky because that is the name of who they found sleeping in the garden. Again, I'm going to think that that was probably a dog. I guess it could be a cat sleeping in the garden, but I don't know if I would call my cat Rocky. So now I'm rewriting the sentence, we found Rocky sleeping in the garden, and I am using a capital R for Rocky because I want to show that that is my proper noun. My proper noun always starts with a capital letter no matter where it is in the sentence. So here is my capital letter R for Rocky. All right. The next sentence says, the smell of soup brought Grace inside. Well, who is the special person or animal in that sentence? Who are we talking about? Probably Grace. Grace is the name of a girl. So notice how this word is almost at the very end of the sentence even. And that's fine because we're still going to start our sentence with our capital T because we always start a sentence with a capital letter. And when I get to the word grace, I'm going to put a capital G on it because it is the name of the girl in the sentence. And names always need to have capital letters on them. They are proper nouns. So the smell of soup brought Grace. I'm going to put a capital G on Grace. Inside is how we want to write that sentence correctly. Let me get the word inside here. I'm not the best finger writer with my pen, but that's okay. You get the right idea. And I want to show you how now we have the word grace with a capital letter. And it's okay that's in the middle of a sentence and we have a capital because we're talking about that proper noun. All right, our next sentence looks super duper long, but we can do it, no worries. The flowers Mr. Fitzgerald brought over were very pretty. Well, what is the name of the special person or animal in that sentence? Right here we have Mr. Fitzgerald. Now, what's special about this one, I'm going to start it all the way over here because there's so much writing to do. What's special about this one is that we have to write both, we have to start Mr. and Fitzgerald both with a capital letter because that's two parts to his name, and since both words are part of his name, they both need to start with a capital letter. Just like your first and last name, when you write your first and last name, you write both of them with a capital letter. Or even if you have a middle name, you write your first and your last in your middle name. You write all of them with a capital letter. So Mr. and Fitzgerald both need to have a capital letter at the beginning. So Mr. Fitzgerald brought, the flowers Mr. Fitzgerald brought over were very pretty. I'm just going to write over were pretty because I'm running out of space and you won't see it on the screen anyways. So I'm just going to skip that word very real quick. Oh, see, you're losing space. You can't see the word pretty. I spelled it wrong. There we go, pretty. And I put a period at the end. Now, but I want you to notice that both Mr. and Fitzgerald have capital letters at the beginning. And then last but not least, the last sentence says, I like to watch Cleo chase her tail. What's the name of the special person or animal in that sentence? We have the word Cleo. I believe Cleo is the name of a cat, or it might be a dog, because they're talking about watching Cleo chase her tail, and people don't have tails. So, I like to watch, oops, my watch is getting close to my 2, but that's okay. Cleo starts with a capital C because it's the name of the cat or dog, chase her tail. Cleo is going to have a capital letter. All the rest of the words are not going to have capital letters because they are not the proper nouns. Cleo is the proper noun, so it needs to have a capital C at the end. So what I want to, or at the beginning, I'm sorry, capital C at the beginning. So what I want you to remember is when we do our proper nouns, yes, we always start our sentence with a capital letter. So yes, that word does need to have a capital letter, but when you're talking about finding and writing proper nouns, you're looking for those names of people, places, things, or animals. Or in this case, we're just talking about people and animals. Those words need to have capital letters too, just like we have here in this name or on this page. So when you go on to do your activity, pay close attention to what the directions are asking you to do. The directions are going to be asking you to find those proper nouns. So make sure you take the time to follow those directions so that you can find those proper nouns in the sentence. All right, friends, take your time on your activity and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.